Hi everyone, this is Cody Smith. Welcome to my channel, Cody Smith, Peer Support with Christ. I'm making this special video in order to announce something that a friend of mine is doing the first weekend in October. It's a virtual conference where he's going to be doing speeches about walking with Christ, and he wants me to be one of the speakers. And as one of the speakers, my sermon that he wants me to give is going to be about showing how having a disability does not affect our humanity, makes us no less human than anyone else, which is information I'm taking from my book, The World of Disability, and also showing how an intelligent, all powerful, external, all loving, all knowing God is necessary in order to set the standard for human ability so that we know what a disability is now, because we did not invent the concept of disabilities as humans. We simply scientifically discovered them over time, even though they were already there. And that is what I'm going to be talking about over this conference when I give my talk. I don't know how long it'll be or anything like that, but that is what I'm going to be talking about. And this is going to be excerpts from my book and different things like that. And I encourage everyone, please leave questions, comments, and everything like that. And I'll gladly link my friend Ralph's channel in the description of this video. And I encourage everyone to please attend the conference, which will be the first weekend in October, which I believe is the 2nd through the 4th. I just checked my calendar. So we're going to be doing that. And I want everyone to know that despite having a disability, that does not affect our humanity because we have the same human characteristics such as voice, community, love, belonging. We have these same basic human desires and needs. It's just that, you know, we've, in a way, because of our disabilities and the misunderstandings of the majority of society, we have been denied these things, so we've had to come together and build our own separate community due to that, even though, we're no less human biologically or in any other way than anybody else. So, what you give to someone who does not have a disability, you should also give to someone who does have a disability because we are probably in greater need of it than they are. And if you gave us these resources freely, without question, then we would be able to better fend for ourselves and not have to rely on society itself anymore, and we would be able to contribute more and help, and that is what I'm getting at. And the fact is, in order to know what a disability is, at least in the sense that I know it, which is the legal definition according to our disability rights law known as the Americans with Disabilities Act, a disability is any impairment that interferes with the activities of daily living, which means it kind of, blocks us or restrains us in a sense from doing the activities of daily living on our own, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, cognitively, developmentally, you name it, and we have to sit back and think and work towards doing these things on our own, finding different methods, different solutions, that takes into account these impairments and figures out a way to work around them so that we can gain our independence. And it may be a little bit more slowly, take a little bit more time, take some trial and error, and take the assistance of other people, but still, eventually, at some point, we will be able to do it on our own. And it varies person to person because each person has different skills, talents, strengths, and weaknesses, along with different, um, able to overcome different milestones, which are activities in life that we have to learn how to do, whether that be walking, eating, drinking, bathing, dressing, figuring out, you know, one person might be good at one thing or gain the ability to do one thing faster than another, but that other person might also gain the ability to do something else faster than the other. And it would be, you know, it varies person to person, but again, that makes us no less human. It just means, like anybody else, we have our personal circumstances that we have to deal with and work around and work through in our own way that works best for each of us. And that's what I'm talking about. And in order for us to know what a disability is, we have to have some understanding of what perfectly healthy human ability is and where the measurement is and the cutoff and the criteria. And that has to come from an outside external source that has a mind and choice and decided what a human is, what abilities we have, what differentiates us from monkeys, dogs, pigs, cows, horses, flowers, birds, clouds, mountains, anything and everything else in humanity. I mean, in the world, because we're all different creatures. We all have different abilities, and we all live and thrive in different ways because we're all different creatures. And that is why I'm saying that, because we're not all humans. We're all separate creatures that just live in the same basic environment. So we have to have, our own ways of surviving and thriving in this environment. So a human has a different way than a monkey or a pig or a cat or a cow or a dog or anything else. But eventually we all have the same basic needs because we need to eat and sleep and drink and reproduce and things like that. But that's just it, and we all do it different ways. And the fact that humans have the knowledge to build and think and decide and create and have free will to do things our own way based on our own circumstances is what ultimately um, differentiates us from all other creatures, because they don't have that and we do. So that's what ultimately makes us different and puts us in the image of the all powerful, all knowing, all loving, perfect God that created us by choice and gave us these characteristics by choice. And that is what I'm talking about. And again, I'll leave a link to my friend Ralph's channel in the description of this video so that you will know, who he is, and you will be able to see his channel as well. Thanks everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye everyone.